Oh,
I got fucking oceanfront property to sell you in Northeast Tennessee.
Alright, so I'm currently very busy and we're kind of not. So, anyway, I'm just here for a moment. Um, all I'm going to say is this
Today,
today.
we have absolute confirmation that certain parties have been fully aware that these YouTubers and creators have been breaking and entering here at residences, filming, to turn that into law enforcement. Even though they're fully aware they were not only breaking and entering, but stealing and committing theft. We also have full confirmation that others were fully aware they were lying to this YouTube group and played a role in the fake call that went out about targeting my daughter, which, was pretty apparent on live a few days back and was already fully admitted before full interruption could happen. But we did have full confirmation tonight that it was fake from the beginning. And we knew this. I already had enough evidence back here. I know others here have been working on a Freedom of Information Act on that. But we do have absolute confirmation that for quite a while, other parties have been fully aware that those they've been in contact with behind the scenes for a year have been breaking and entering and stealing things that include evidence for our lives around Summer, Ben Hill, etc. That if they belong to anyone, they belong to us, but they also would belong to the feds first. So somebody's in very, very much possession of things they should not be that have to do with their lives in the Summer Wells case. And somebody had full knowledge this was occurring and did not report it to law enforcement, no matter how much danger that put on my family and my little one. Alright? Now, P.'s post over there talking about pink shirts the other day definitely gives some shit away. Alright? So, turns out tempers are people's favorite play toys right now. Kind of gave everybody away. So all I can tell all of you involved in this ring tonight is this. I would be running to the FBI and TBI first thing in the morning and turning yourselves in. Your roles in it, your parts in it, and if you have possession of the stolen items from here, that include, by the way, the last pictures I and my grandfather ever had together, the best thing you can do is turn yourselves in. We know what you've done, and we know what you were doing, and we know now who all has been aware of and helping and participating with. The very best thing you can do is go to the FBI and TBI in the morning and turn yourselves in first before the rest of this group can beat you to it. I'm in no way joking, I'm not bluffing, and I am absolutely serious. And the people that proclaim they're worried about safety or concern around certain little ones, knowing that was occurring and not reporting it to Ellie. I can absolutely tell you that we seem to be in far more dangerous waters than we thought. We tried to give an avenue, an adult one. It did not work that way. I will tell you that people admitting today that certain things are jabs and pokes and that they're using children and YouTube and certain things occurring this week. As that, and as props, really broke everyone's heart. Because there's nothing to chat and poke at. Nobody ever cared that much. There's only more pain, more destruction, nothing good. If people admit to be just mean, they would have reported wolf vanishing against, and while other things stood, and while they can still hear woof, woof, very much so. To get online and admit drug use, admit maybe laying hands on children, women, admit before interruption involvement in targeting. I don't know anybody who thinks that's going to go. I really don't. But this evening, as it stands right now, we have absolute confirmation that because some tempers can't be denied and they blur while screaming at people, that leaseholders and others here in this YouTube group of creators and their means have indeed been breaking and entering, trespassing, and stealing from property, things that, if they belong to anyone, belong to the FBI, which would have asked for them if they wanted them. However, they do all with private lives, private things, and last pictures with my bed. Admitting knowledge of, without reporting, knowing the danger and the destruction, while playing with a giant group being called out for the same type of nefarious behavior across the country in case after case after case, before, summers, during, and after, as you can clearly see. Probably not the best idea. And for those who think I won't be showing up for device because of certain planned dates, I will be showing up for device because of certain planned dates, I will be. I will manage both. Nice try. I will say goodbye to my eldest, and I will take care of what has to be taken care of. I was told today that there's no coincidence that people selected dates on purpose. This is well past cutesy games, alright? You will not keep me from saying goodbye to my son. It's not a game. Even if family members are involved. But I have an absolute confirmation that people named breaking and entering and theft was occurring here. And they turned a blind eye, condoned it, and that's what else. It's enough. So, to those of you that have been involved to that degree, I very much suggest you go turn your children first before they can get you wrapped up in this group any further. Yeah, Deborah, we know they have been. We knew there was too many disappearing items, yes. But we got absolute confirmation today. And so for Lil and I's safety, we won't be here any longer. And somebody knew all along this was happening and did not report it to LE, but condoned it. Turned a blind eye to it. Don't know what all roles they played. But I will tell you that those I know did have already made calls. I'm tired. My little is tired. This should not be happening. They're very well aware that filming was occurring, that we're being recorded inside of our home. As they disperse lies as well, because even they don't know the truth of anything. They think they are from others, especially flying monkeys. So at this point, we don't know what they could have planted, what they've done. I can't say. All I know at this point is that some people's current favorite play toys, contempors, outed everything. Everything. And only acknowledgement that they've been fully aware this is occurring around little one and I. So I suggest you stalker, thief, breaking and entering pieces of crap. Call the police department. Call the FBI and DPI during children. Questions are coming. You might as well be first, before the rest can beat you to it. And then you come get your fucking shit off the damn property and away from my family now. Or you tell law enforcement where the hell it's at. And then you take the things you've stolen and you turn them over and away from my family now. Or you tell law enforcement where the hell it's at. And then you take the things you've stolen and you turn them over immediately.
I'm not bluffing and I'm not kidding. This is beyond the ball. It's enough. It's enough. Fizz pops posts pink shorts, all the other bullshit going on, the proof we have behind the bullshit phone call the other day. It's enough. And with the current temper-driven admittances today and the hurt and pain all of that's caused when there were avenues open, and to tell certain people that they were indeed being used as props and to hurt. Pretty well damn sure it did its job. As a mom, I'm heartbroken. As a mom, I'm also terrified right now. And physically ill at the thought. I mean, what all of they got? They got my little, like, change it. What up? I mean, like, you know. It's terrifying. And for other parties to have known about this, condoned it, don't know what else, and to have not reported it to LE for little safety in mind, while I still actually do try to protect. It's just mind-blowing. Every time I show heart, grace, an avenue, I remember why I do not. Every time I show heart, grace, an avenue, I remember why I do not. I'm reminded quickly why I cannot. I'm always reminded very quickly. To get online and admit drug use, admit maybe laying hands on children, women, admit before interruption involvement in targeting. I don't know anybody assumes that's gonna go. I really don't. But this evening, as it stands right now, we have absolute confirmation that because some tempers can't be denied and they blur while screaming at people.
That leaseholders and others here in this YouTube group of creators and their own minions have indeed been breaking and entering, trespassing, and stealing from property, things that, if they belong to anyone, belong to the FBI, which would have asked for them if they wanted them. However, they do a whole private lives, private things, and the last pictures with my bad. Admitting knowledge of, without reporting, knowing the danger and the destruction, while playing with a giant group being called out for the same type of nefarious behavior across the country in case after case after case before, summers, during, and after, as you can clearly see. Probably not the best idea. And for those who think I won't be showing up for goodbyes because of certain planned dates, I will be showing up for goodbyes because of certain planned dates, I will be. I will manage both. Nice try. I will say goodbye to my eldest, and I will take care of what has to be taken care of. I was told today that there's no coincidence that people selected dates on purpose. This is well past cutesy games, alright? You will not keep me from saying goodbye to my son. It's not a game. Even if family members are involved. But I have an absolute confirmation that people need breaking and entering and theft was occurring here. And they turned a blind eye, condoned it. Who knows what else? It's enough. So, to those of you that have been involved to that degree, I would very much suggest you go turn yourselves in first before they can get you wrapped up in this group any further. Yeah, different. We know they have been. We knew there was too many disappearing items. Yes. But we got absolute confirmation today. And so for Will and I's safety, we won't be here any longer. and somebody knew all along this was happening and did not report it to LE, but condoned it. I'm blind, I do it. Don't know what all roles they play, but I will tell you that those I know did have already made calls. I'm tired. I'm a little less tired. This should not be happening. But they're very well aware that filming was occurring, that we're being recorded inside of our home, as they disperse lies as well, because even they don't know the truth of anything. I think they are from others, especially flying monkeys, so at this point, we don't know what they could have planted, what they've done. I can't say. All I know at this point is that some people's current favorite
Play toys, contempors, outed, everything. Everything. And on acknowledgement that they've been fully aware this is occurring around Little Women 9.
So I suggest you, stalker, thief, breaking and entering pieces of crap, call the police department, call the FBI, DPI, turn yourselves in. Questions are coming. You might as well be first, before the rest can beat you to it. And then you come get your fucking shit off the damn property and away from my family now. Or you tell law enforcement where the hell it's at. And then you take the things you've stolen and you turn them over and away from my family now. Or you tell law enforcement where the hell it's at. And then you take the things you've stolen and you turn them over immediately. I'm not bluffing and I'm not kidding. This is beyond the ball. It's enough. It's enough. Fizz pops posts pink shorts, all the other bullshit going on, the proof we have behind the bullshit phone call the other day. It's enough. And with the current temper-driven admittances today and the hurt and pain all of that's caused when there were avenues open, and to tell certain people that they were indeed being used as props, and the hurt pretty well damn sure did its job. As a mom, I'm heartbroken. As a mom, I'm also terrified right now. And I'm physically ill at the thought. I mean, well, they got my little, like, change it. Well, I mean, like, you know. It's terrifying. And for other parties to have known about this, condoned it, don't know what else, and to have not reported it to LE for little safety in mind, well, I still actually do try to protect. It's just mind-blowing. Every time I show heart, grace, an avenue, I remember why I do not. Every time I show heart, grace, an avenue, I remember why I do not. I'm reminded quickly why I cannot. I'm always reminded very quickly. So, I am not, once again, bluffing, kidding, or joking. Those of you involved to this degree, the very best thing you can do is go turn yourselves into law enforcement. Go pick up the phone, like, now, maybe. Be the first. Because by the time it's done, you're just going to be another 423, the fall guy. This group will eat you alive and spit you out, and you will take the fall for it. You think the internet was a fucking buffer? You think it was going to save you? You think it was going to hide you? It's not. It never does. It only offers so much. But real life B&E, real life stalking to that degree, and then getting outed by favorite pets, trouble's coming. Especially since you all still have no clue what's happening in the background. Turn yourselves in. Those that you know you're on lower tier and being used here locally, especially, go turn yourselves in. Turn whatever you stole in to the police. Because see, I have nothing to worry about with those. If the police wanted them, they'd ask for them. But however, the public, internet having them, others getting hold of them, that's a no. Go turn them into police. They contain very much things around some of her life, us, and pictures of my grandfather that are very much important to me. And others would have known that. Which is probably why those things were taken. Because it's weird what was taken. Very specific things mentioned by very specific people on very specific lives that were very much here. But I'll be back in a little while, guys. I'm going to go finish dinner up cooking. Because that's what I'm doing. Right. And things have to simmer. And then I'm going to try my best to get safer than we obviously are right now. So all I can tell you that are involved in the particular things that have been happening here for quite a while. Continued multiple breaking and enterings, trespassings, and thefts. You need to go ahead and turn yourselves in because certain people's continued tempers just gave you all up.
Yeah, obviously with things being here, it's no longer safe. Anyway, all I can tell you is that those of you involved, before you can become the next 423 Chase and Fall Guy, for all of their crimes, not just your own, best thing to do on the police department. Turn over whatever you took from here. Turn over whoever you turned it over to. Take the first deal. I'm not joking or kidding. I'm not. And pleased. So, I know what's been taken. Others do as well. Like I said, it's weird all those things match up with things mentioned online. By people's favorite people. So, I know what's been taken. Others do as well. Like I said, it's weird all those things match up with things mentioned online. By people's favorite people. Too many tempers, repeated patterns, volatile behavior, all throughout. I don't know what else to say right now. Other than that, I'm going to go back where I've been staying. Spend time with my family. Try to figure out next steps. And just suggest you all be the first to turn yourselves in and the rest of this group. And how you were directed to, why, what, by who, and turn over the things stolen. Over the course of, while others turned blind eyes, condoned it, ignored it, did not report it to LA themselves. Because I guess some seeing it as part of an extension of things levied at for personal reasons. Even others let things like woof go. Alright? Yeah. What a shit show. And, I will tell you, we knew certain things were occurring for weeks now.
Anything like that, it's going to prove everyone's breaking in, and I'm sure at certain levels, feds see all these things being passed back and forth between creators that prove you're involved behind the scenes. Press charges, absolutely, we're there. And it looks like I'm going to go on the same vendor that C maybe this week. That's too much. It's all too much. And I'll tell you, those who are raising hell and trying to eat to certain parties here because they won't attack me or whatever.
Maybe you should know what they're talking about too, folks, because there have been interviews in the background. There have been interviews requested, and, I have offered to do one out in the open if a lie detector test was included, so they're more than welcome to that, if and when they also include a lie detector test. Because I ain't got no reason out in the open if a lie detector test was included, so they're more than welcome to that, if and when they also include a lie detector test. Because I ain't got no reason to lie. So they're more than welcome to that, if and when they also include a lie detector test. Because I ain't got no reason to lie. Because they won't attack me or whatever the hell it is. They're raising hell and trying to eat to certain parties here. Because they won't attack me or whatever the hell it is. Maybe you should know what the hell you're talking about too first. Because there have been interviews in the background. There have been interviews requested. And, I have offered to do one out in the open if a lie detector test was included. So they're more than welcome to that, if and when they also include a lie detector test. Because I ain't got no reason to lie. Maybe others should get favorite play toys on one of those boxes too. I bet they do. I don't know. I want to spend time. But anyway, for right now, I'm not gonna. I want to spend time with my family. That's more important. And I'm gonna try my damnedest not to do anything to continue to keep us safe. And even people semi-responsible for all this shit safe as well. This YouTube group is beyond dangerous, guys, and we've been telling you that. The levels they go to are bad. So, y'all need to come get your shit. You need to stop going nail buying. You need to turn yourselves in. Because I guarantee you questions and knocks are coming. I'd be first in line. I would. Turn the rest in. Tell the feds how it's working, what the roles are, who's playing, before they ask you. And turn what you've taken over. Are you directing it at someone specific, dude? Like maybe ELP did? Maybe a CR or yeah, maybe. Yeah, who knows? There's a few that I know of that are going to need to. Yeah. The screaming. Screaming never stops. Terrible when you say you care. There's a way to manipulate so many, but then you tell all of them they're just props to make money off of in a couple days. Just a way to poke and jab. Somebody don't even give a damn. Why? It's terrible. Why? Why? It's terrible. It's terrible. You have others right as. You think others will notice. I can't. What's being done to everybody here is just fucking terrible. Especially my kids. So, anyway, right now, I'm gonna go spend time with, my family. And my kids. Alright? And I'll talk to Ellen, well, maybe, I don't know. I just know that I'm being absolutely dead serious. Turn yourselves in. Turn what you've stolen in. Turn the rest of the group in. It's the best thing you can do. And all players involved. Before you end up the sole fall guy. like 423. Especially if you're local. They do love that here. They do love their setups and bullshit. And the locals. They can just toss off while randoms inserting around the country. Just skirt off, you think. I don't think that's going to happen in this case, but y'all, go turn yourselves in. I don't know what else. Y'all, go turn yourselves in. I don't know what else to tell you. And also maybe call local law enforcement and tell them the rest of the shit's up. Get the fuck off my property. The place, everybody else's properties. Knock it off. It's done. So, anyway, I'll be back maybe in a little while. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Y'all, please share Summer's picture information. Please warn people not to come to this YouTube for information on her. Call her by her name. Alright? Summer matters. She's the center of everything. She matters more than all this bullshit still. And even. And always will. Make the person or persons responsible stare at her face every day. Or at least keep it out there so somebody recognizes her and picks up the phone. Okay? Alright. Alright. Much love, y'all. Wherever you are, good evening, good morning, good night.